Misono's going to do one of her dishes now. So I'll leave it up to you to explain what it is.
Yeah. Today I'll show you how to cook age bitashi. In English, it's shallow fried vegetable in soy broth. It's very easy, but it's very traditional, and you can eat a lot of vegetable as well.
Fantastic.
Okay, just ingredients: the eggplant and pumpkin and beans and capsicum. With the color, I use yellow, but you don't really need to. And a bit of ginger, the grated ginger in soy broth. And you can use any vegetable you like. It depends on the season. Yeah. And also soy sauce, mirin, and I use instant dashi powder. You can make your own traditional Japanese soup stock using kelp and bonito flakes, but this works as well as a traditional one as well. So, and you can, if you don't like MSG, you can buy non-MSG dashi stock as well. That's all. Okay, so I cut the eggplant with this side and this thickness, and soak in salted water for maybe at least 10-15 minutes to get rid of bitterness from eggplant. That's a traditional Japanese way to get rid of the bitterness. Yeah, and other vegetables, beans, just cut both ends, and all the capsicums are like this size, and pumpkin, not cut too thin because it gets very soft when you cook, so this kind of thickness. Yeah, and I grated ginger, and later I put this in soy broth. Half cup of just water boiling in a pot, and with Japanese soup stock, with a half cup, I put maybe two-thirds of a teaspoon of dashi, Japanese soup stock powder, and then the soy is a quarter cup of soy, and the same amount of mirin. So the yeah, and okay, and bring to boil. And with mirin has alcohol. So when you use mirin, either you have to boil it to evaporate the alcohol, otherwise you get the bitterness from mirin. Then wait to. This is just a soy broth, and this one you can use for tempura as a tempura dipping sauce, or use for agedashi tofu, which is a deep fried tofu. So it's a typical portion of the sauce, Japanese sauce. Yes, that's all. So with eggplant, I drain all the water and get dry with a paper towel. And just all the vegetable I cut. And this is the soy broth I just made. And you can put ginger, grated ginger, into soy broth. And I'm going to deep fry all the vegetable, and after I cook the vegetable, the vegetable will go straight into the soy broth. So you can start with any vegetable except eggplant. Eggplant has to be the last because eggplant soak a lot of oil. So don't waste the oil first. Okay. Ready? Yeah, it's ready. So I prefer to do just capsicum or each the vegetable individually. So because it takes different time to cook. It doesn't take so long, especially like a capsicum. It's ready. And if you don't like the oil, you can put in a paper towel first, then put in the soy broth. But I prefer to have a bit of oil in the broth, so I go straight in. You just mix. And you can serve straight away, or you can put in the fridge to cool it down, and then you can serve as a side dish. I cooked soba noodle and I put on a plate, and if you like, you can pour over all the vegetable and the soy broth. Yes, serve as like a soba salad, and then as a cold or the hot, both. It's a nice dish, especially for summer. Yep.
Fantastic. The flavor is really unique. The vegetable, it's quite firm because obviously it's just underdone. So while the vegetable is firm, the broth has given it a really good richness, almost a velvetiness texture to it. It's fantastic. It's really good. It's a really hearty meal. Good for obviously for winter, but also once you cool it, it'll be fantastic for summer as well. Simple. I mean, how easy was that? Really simple, but very, very tasty. I must say that was just fantastic. Really good.